We've been touring and enjoying the different islands of the Galapagos for the past few weeks, but our looming Pacific crossing is starting to become our main focus.
Come here and see the swimming iguana. Come here. I love those earrings. What y'all working on?
Jess's cards.
Yes.
Birthday cards.
3 days until Jess's birthday. Happy birthday, Jessa.
How does it feel to be 9?
The same.
What y'all doing?
Making birthday French toast for our 9-year-old.
Happy birthday, girl.
Starting them out this morning with sugar. We love our Jess, don't we?
We do. She's the best.
We love our Jess. She's the best. Oh, love Jess. She's the best. Love Jess. She's the best.
Hey, Jack, he's the maniac. Hey, Jack, the maniac.
When we were in Panama, we provisioned very heavily and we just kind of threw everything into our spare bathroom. It's on Jessa and Jack's side. We don't use it, but it's a hot mess. And now we're in Galapagos and we're going to try to clean it out because Daniel's wanting us to use that toilet while we're underway crossing the Pacific because it's a saltwater toilet. The toilet that everyone's drawn to is fresh water, but we need to conserve water.
That's one way just to help out.
With power.
Power and water.
We're going to attempt to clean this out and use the saltwater toilet. This is the hot mess we have. This is not practical for trying to cross the Pacific. I don't assume peanut butter's going to be rolling everywhere. No one can barely get in here, so we're going to take everything out and shove it other places. There's not a lot of provisions here except some fresh stuff. We will grab some fresh stuff. We haven't seen chicken. I haven't seen beef. Just
Not good quality.
I haven't really seen any chicken breasts.
We
Here.
saw some chicken
was like a
bagged
whole
up, but it looked like
or something.
ones they just killed here on the island and chopped up.
And this may not even stay here because it'll probably fall over, but we can get it a little more situated. Got our bathroom looking good. Jessa was nice enough to scrub it for us, even on her birthday.
Said she wanted to on her birthday.
Yep, she's one of our awesome children. This is the after. I feel like it looks a lot better. A little bit more space to come in here now and use the bathroom.
We can't get fuel in Isabela, so we are topping everything off here. And we're gonna go to Isabela and spend a few days there, and then we'll leave from Isabela to go to Marquesas. So this is kind of our last fuel
stop.
before we go on our big crossing. You can get the boat to come out and put fuel in your tanks out of their tanks, but we've heard of people getting bad fuel or a lot of water in their fuel from getting it out of their tanks. So it's better to give them your jerry cans and let them fill up your jerry cans. So
Hopefully they take the jerry cans to a fuel station.
instead of just filling them up out of their
The
tank. I don't know. I have noticed there's a lot more trash in our tanks getting fuel from here than normal. That's what we got filters for. So
How is it? Huh? Cheesy. We're able to come out for Jess's birthday. She'll let us come out for pepperoni pizza. Only way you came out. Grab the bread. Y'all need to grab some avocados too. I don't know why y'all acting like these avocados aren't ours. On that dirty rag.
Wait, are those ours? What?
oh goodness.
That went bad. 14, 15 bucks for all that. Bread, tomatoes. All we need is a little mayo.
We were coming back from town and the water taxi dropped us off on the sugar scoop. I jumped off first to try to help the kids get off, and usually as soon as I jump off they'll throw it in reverse to kind of back off, but he like kept it in forward and pinched my leg in between the sugar scoop and the step or the sugar scoop step and his
boat. Yeah,
so.
they rammed the step and his leg was in the way. We've seen people with a broken arm before, and his arm got pinned in between somebody's boat and the water taxi. They're kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's not a good.
It's not a good system.
Stupid here, but
it's very dangerous.
yeah.
Happy
birthday, dear Nissa. Happy birthday to you.
Wait.
3, 2, 1, boom.
Sonic.
Mickey the
I didn't have
Tin Cat.
That looks like a tiger.
Well,
Let me see.
I can't get the colors precise.
Just
Big cat,
no.
big girl.
Happy birthday, Jessie. You're a great sister. I love you. Happy birthday, Jack. Thank you, Jack. You're the best big sister, and I love you so much. Thank you, John.
That's sweet.
Give him a hug and kiss.
Yes.
You forever and ever. Happy birthday. Love, and thank
I love you, baby. I love my
Mama
girl.
Leslie John. Thank you.
Love you, girl. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So what's going on?
The toilet on the side that we just cleaned the bathroom out and reorganized everything with our pantry that's in the shower. Our made up pantry is clogged up, so I'm trying to fix it without having to tear the toilet apart, but I really don't want to tear the toilet apart because if I do, we're going to have to get everything back out of there again, and it's just not a fun job.
Are you sad?
Yeah, I'm kind of down in the dumps about depressed. Because I mean, today I had plans to go to the hardware store and the chandlery and maybe grab a few things and get ready to leave tomorrow to go to Isabela. And they're supposed to be getting us a Zarp ready to go to Isabela. And now, I mean, I don't really know if we're going to be able to go.
All because of the toilet.
I mean, it's going to take a while to get all that resolved and cleaned up.
Can we just ignore it?
No, can't ignore it. I'm worried it's so full right now because some kid went down there and added more water to it.
Some
That
kid.
it's just, I mean, we're rocking so much in this rolling anchors, I'm worried it's just going to slosh out. But
Paradise.
so the muriatic acid trick worked. I was able to just pour just a little in there and let it soak for a little bit, eat away at some of the clog, and then it flushed on through. So I'm replacing the spinnaker halyard. Replace it with our old main halyard.
Every morning.
This one's kind of dry rotted and it's chafing pretty easily. I'm just worried it's going to break. Our long passage, and I just feel better if we get a newer one. So I'll replace this one and leave it long that way in case it does chafe. We can just pull it down, cut it, retie it, and we should be good to go. And we have to keep moving. I just sewed these two together, wrapped electrical tape around them, and so it was real strong, and pulled it up through the mast, out the top, and down. So you can see where it's real dry and just kind of rotten, just from being out in the sun and stuff. So I don't think that would have lasted long.
No.
Definitely not 3,000 miles. We got a lot to do if we're going to leave on the 15th. Today's already the 10th. That's 5 days, and we're wanting to see Isabela. I mean, I really think we just need to move to Isabela and see it a little bit. We're going to have to work. I mean, we got to scrape the hull. We got to provision.
I don't think I've ever seen the ocean look like this. Have you? Like what?
When we crossed the Gulf Stream, it was very calm like this.
Look at all this. The head's sticking up. Those are birds?
They swim and leave a little trail behind them. It looks like something else from a distance, but it's just birds. I'm Going to Isabela. Gonna motor over there and check Isabela out before we take out the Marquesas.
He's not about to fly away. He's just drying.
Look how his little feet grab the rail. You see him?
Oh my goodness. Oh, sea lion. These little eyes are so cute.
Today we're in Isabela. It's our last island that we can anchor at in the Galapagos. We're gonna go check it out today. There's been a lot of...
It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to the
too.
best mom ever right here.
Yeah. And they're supposed to have Mexican food. We're gonna eat that later today. It's supposed to be like the only island with Mexican food, so we've heard.
Real Mexican. Like, there's a lot of Mexican, Ecuadorian, which is probably still have a Ecuador twist to it, but hopefully it'll be good. We've heard it's pretty good, so
we're gonna check that out. I think it's supposedly it's $10 per person to come onto this island. I've heard it's a little bit cheaper for kids. I'm not sure. I just feel like you're dollared to death here. There's been some talk about us checking out here. Normally people check out in Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz is in the middle of the Galapagos Islands. It's not the furthest west. We're as far west as you can go in the Galapagos now, so we'd like to check out and leave from here. But there's not an immigration officer here who can stamp our passports and send us out.
we were originally told it'd be 190 extra, 160 for transportation for an officer come from Santa Cruz to here, and then $30 in extra fees. But now they're saying the Santa Cruz officer that was supposed to come here is on vacation, so we'll have to pay for the transportation of one from San Cristobal to come here, which is going to be $320 total dollars.
It's a
$290,
flight.
then 30 extra in extra fees. So they said if we find any other boats that want to leave around the same time as us, we could split the $290 of the $320. But I don't know. I messaged some people, and I think there's one boat wanting to leave from here, but they're wanting to leave like a week later. So.
And then we have another friend who's supposed to leave on the 15th. He's wanting to leave on the 15th, but they're leaving from Santa Cruz. So I don't know. We might just bite the bullet, yeah, and eat the money, yeah. So that's what's going on here. It just seems like everywhere you turn, it's
money, money, money.
yes.
But we got to scrape our hull as well.
It's looking rough.
So hopefully me and Jack can get in and do that maybe tomorrow. We're going to try to explore some today. And
Our hull is looking so gross. Now keep in mind, it's about 4 weeks of growth. Look at all the puffers. Oh, there's little puffer fish.
John! I told you there was puffer fish to right by our boat!
I'm a little stressed. I mean, I just found our outboard, the wire coming from the battery has been damaged.
I want that one, okay? I want that one.
How we have to rig it underway. It don't have any good points to tie to raise up on the davits, so it's kind of wore into the wiring, and I've got to correct it at some point, but I don't know if there's much use in correcting it before we go on a long crossing. May just have to fix it when we get there, because may unhook everything and just correct it when we get there. But it's always something. There's always something tearing up at the worst time.
He says that, but also keep in mind we have no problems. We're very blessed to be out here and we have fun. Just stuff does tear up quite a bit.
So it's a great life. I'm not trying to sound unthankful or complaining. I'm just informing that there is always something tearing up, and that's on top of just the routine maintenance of 4 engines and
4 engines.
yeah, we got 2 engines on our catamaran, 1 engine in the dinghy, and a generator that has an engine.
I gotcha.
There's always some kind of maintenance with that. There's always something tearing up with that. Then, I mean, sail-wise, there's stuff tearing up. More things tear up than what I would have thought.
So how's the bananas doing?
Good! They're almost yellow. Trying to get a banana, but I got half of it.
Starting to ripen. It looks beautiful here. It's even prettier with my polarized glasses.
Isabela.
Oh yeah. We did have a bunch of bugs last night. But at least they weren't mosquitoes. It could have been worse.
I think this is the The second most famous place to go is like where everybody snorkels, but it's really just snorkeling in the anchorage.
Can we snorkel there?
I think so. I don't know if you have to have a guide or not, but.
Ready?
Yeah, we're ready. Alright, let's ride around. Jack, we gotta scrape all that off tomorrow.
Oh my goodness, this never looked this bad.
Yeah, that.
I think we're supposed to tell off over here.
Oh, what?
Along here.
Okay.
And I'll throw out a stern anchor.
What you think so far about Isabela?
Mama?
It's a little strange as far as everywhere else. You take a water taxi here, you're able to use your own dinghy. They do have water taxis, but I don't think there's as many and they're harder to get.
I like those guns you got there, Jack.
Yeah, he always holds on.
Got the muscles. He's got to make room for his muscles. Machete's on the other side of that monohull.
There's a penguin.
Where? Oh, on the side. It's a tall platform.
Everywhere. Everywhere. Oh, there's a.
Oh, look at all of them at the top.
Look at the three. Look at those three, Mama.
I see them.
That one's climbing up there.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, just walk around them.
They're so nice. They're so cute. Look at all those.
See, it's not like in the U.S. where you have
Unlimited.
free
Free.
chips and salsa.
Yeah, I'll pick y'all up down there. Jack, I might get you done time.
Why don't wait? Why don't you untie it and walk it down? What are you doing?
I gotta pull up this stern anchor.
Can you pull it to you?
Shouldn't need to too much.
Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day.
Love from Jessa. Those roses are beautiful.
She did the rainbow.
That's a beautiful flower on the front.
That's that looks like cotton candy.
Dear Mom, I love you and I thank you for taking care of me and feeding me and helping me with everything I do. You are the best mother ever. I also thank you for loving me and raising me. You are so welcome.
Oh,
That's
you.
Wow, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day.
Great Mother's Day.
So I got a message from our Galapagos agent this morning, and he said the Coast Guard was saying they couldn't see us on our on the AIS. So in Galapagos, you have to keep your AIS on all the time because they want to know your exact position. And I checked our AIS, and it was showing that it was transmitting, no errors. So I got on marinetraffic.com and looked, and I couldn't see our boat, which I normally can. I've been trying to reset it and just checking everything in it, and everything seems good. So I called B&G
Your
support.
position in the queue is 4.
So I'm gonna try to see if they can help me troubleshoot it. But I went through the manual and kind of looked at everything that I can look at. Everything, like I said, appears to be working. So I don't know. I was wanting to just get in the water and scrape the hole today, but now I'm dealing with this because they're kind of waiting on me to let them know what's going on with our AIS and waiting on them to see our position. So I think it's working okay. They don't use like their own
AIS system. They use
AIS.
marinetraffic.com.
They use marinetraffic.com. And in order for our signal, we're just a Class B AIS, so we don't transmit to marine traffic or, to a
We
satellite.
transmit to other
transmit to other
boats.
boats. So in order for our signal to get to marine traffic, it has to transmit to another boat that's uploading their information to a satellite, which goes to marine traffic. Or there's in some ports, like in Port Iora, I think they do have a system. But our antenna isn't on the top of our mast for our AIS, so it probably can't transmit all the way back to Port Iora in Santa Cruz. You can see your own signal if you take your MMSI number out. So I took it out, and I can see our own signal, so I know we're transmitting. But I mean, I don't know how to explain that to them. But we're about to scrape the hole. I hadn't tried these yet, so kind of be careful. We don't want to take the paint off the hole.
Oh gosh, Daniel, there's a shark. Are y'all gonna get in the water with this shark? Oh, there's 2 sharks. Y'all are Daniel. What's your life insurance policy look like?
Not that good, so it don't work anymore. Well, we're supposed to leave here in 2 days. I'm trying to confirm all that. I've been scraping the hole today. Got about a little over half of it done, so I gotta scrape the other half tomorrow.
It's 5 o'clock. We're going to Isabela to try to find some groceries. Trying to provision. I don't like going this late in the afternoon because it's quite a walk to get to town, and it's quite a walk to get back. So I don't really like going out this late and it being dark. And I always feel like we're running behind. Like we're provisioning for the South Pacific, and it's always like last minute. We always need more time. Like we're trying to leave here Wednesday, but we could still use like another week. And I don't know why it's always like that. Wow, the boat looks so much better. Jack and Dan did a really good job. What a difference a day makes.
Mama, can I call that one Tiana?
Sure.
Tiana.
We got a bunch of vegetables, fruit, eggs. It was $72. It was from the mini market. They had a bunch of choices, so it was good. Like $72 a little high. Did you?
A little bit.
The cheese. Yes. Some cheeses.
Never tried colorful.
Oh, yes you have. Eggs. Tomatoes. Daniel's across the street trying to get bread. How much was all that?
$15.95.
Not bad.
It's like what?
More
on a
eggs.
flat?
We are back from provisioning. I am done with provisioning for the South Pacific. I'm done worrying about 21 days if we're going to run out of food. I'm just counting on Daniel Brown to land some fish in the boat. We've got a bunch of eggs, cucumbers, tomatoes, broccoli, cauliflower, and I'm just hoping for the best. People ask me like, oh, how do you provision for that long? I don't know. We may run out of food. We may starve. We may have to be rationing out food by the end of it. I don't know.
We got canned chicken too.
We got canned chicken. You gotta catch some fish. What is it? I've never seen poo look quite like that. So this is the day before we leave to cross an ocean. What are you working on?
Declaration form for French Polynesia. A newer online form you have to fill out. So I'm trying to get that completed. I started it the other day, and it'll save like what you have done, so you can pick up right where you left off. So that's good.
I got the boat scrubbed this morning. We got the bananas put up. Daniel hung up a fruit hammock. We're getting things done. Right now what are you working on?
Just mixed up some epoxy and patched the hole back here where the water taxi rammed our boat, and there's a little hole where water could kind of get in when it rolls over the back of the sugar scoop. So I just patched it up, and I was hitting a few other little places that need to be hit while I got it mixed up.
We were able to get a lot of the seal poo cleaned up and just general dirt. The banana thing leaves a hot mess. Got a pile of bananas everywhere. I don't know how long these are gonna last. I'm washing clothes.
Surfing on a wave of good feelings. Well, it's just another
Last night out before we cross the Pacific.
So bring your A game, 'cause you know this party won't stop. We can never run.
But it's tomorrow.
In the French Polynesia.
21-day passage.
May not be 21 days, it may be 4, it may be quicker.
Hopefully it's quicker.
These are unlocked.
So are y'all excited about tomorrow or dreading it?
We're not really excited.
It's gonna be hard, isn't it?
7 days is hard, but this will be.
Be 3 times as hard, won't it?
Let me say something. I feel like it. I'm excited.
You are?
Yes.
I'm excited to get it behind me. Today is the day we leave for French Polynesia.
Yeah, we're trying to get ready. We've been getting ready, but I mean, just last minute things we're trying to do. I just took all the battery stuff out of our ditch bag just to charge it up, make sure it's charged. Most of it's still charged because they're mostly lithium batteries, but our satellite phone, charging it up good. We keep it in our ditch bag.
I gotta get out like our life jackets, like our tethers, that kind of thing. Which I mean, doesn't take long, but I'm just trying to pick up, get stuff stowed away.
Got authorities from Galapagos coming here at 10 o'clock, they say, to check us out. So I think after that we got 2 hours to pull it together and pull out of here, they said. So
Hopefully we can go on, get on the high seas.
we checked out of Galapagos. Probably had like what, 6 agents come on board this time. Wasn't as many as when we checked in, but went good. I mean, they kind of went through everything again. I went through our first aid kit, and wanted to look in our refrigerator, and they looked around the boat. I wanted to know at what position we emptied our black water tanks. So we gave them all that information, and they looked at the engine rooms and a few other things, and checked us out. Signed some paperwork, and we're checked out. I got a few final things I got to do. I'm gonna check the engines, got to get the dinghy up and try to get it secured a little better than we normally do, since it's such a long passage, and put some reinforcements on that. So all right, Jack, get the water on.
So what you doing?
Gonna flush the salt water out of this motor. Gonna be at least 3 weeks probably on passage, so ain't good for salt water to sit in that water pump and everything for that long. So I'm gonna flush it out, run the fresh water through it, run all the gas out of the carburetor too. I'm gonna disconnect the gas line from the tank, and that way all the gas will be out of the carburetor where it won't go up the carburetor. That way it'll be good when we get there, hopefully.
Turn that water off, turn that water off. I'm scared we're gonna run out of water while he's doing that. Now Dan, don't do that for too long because I don't know how much water we have.
Doing the final engine checks before we leave Galapagos on our 3,000 mile journey to Marquesas. Checking oil, coolant, cleaning the strainers, making sure just everything looks good, belts, everything looks okay.
Yeah, it's a hot day. I'm hanging in the sunshine. You should hit me with this patch girl, so I cool down.
Just gonna go ahead and put one reef in case we hit a squall tonight or something and we don't have to reset tonight. It's so late in the day. I gotta check this reef line and make sure it's okay.
What time is it?
1:30.
1:30. Finally we're leaving.
1:30 on May 15th.
Johnny, off to the Marquesas. You gonna be able to do the 21 days? You will.
Just gonna wave at these sea lions. Be good riddance to get rid of them on it, John.
Adios, sea lions. Do you think stopping in the Galapagos was worth it?
Yes and no. I mean,
I say yes, because it breaks up the trip across the Pacific, and having 4 kids on board, I didn't know how everything was going to go, and just knowing that we only had to go 1,000 miles before we could stop and refuel, reprovision. If anything broke on the boat, we would have that safety net of being able to stop.
yeah, and I mean, I say yes for maybe a once in a lifetime trip. I mean, if I were going around the world again, I wouldn't go to Galapagos. I just wouldn't go on to Marquesas. It's too expensive. You get to see some cool stuff, but there's cool stuff all across the Pacific. I mean, the Tuamotus, there's so much life there. And
It cost us about $3,000 to stop in Galapagos. Just to bring our boat into Galapagos, it cost us about $3,000. Then we had just paid a couple thousand to go through the canal. We had to pull into a marina in Panama and have our sail drive worked on. We spent thousands on provisions to cross the Pacific. So it's
thousands on spare parts.
Yeah, thousands on spare parts. It's a very expensive time to be prepping for the Pacific, going through the Panama Canal, and then trying to stop in Galapagos. So I understand why a lot of people skip it. We see these forums where people are like, it's a must do. We didn't feel like that.
People beat themselves up if they don't stop, because it's their only chance in their life they may be able to go. But
I mean, if $3,000 is a lot to see some sea lions and some iguanas and blue-footed boobies. That's just our opinion. But for us, being a big family, we've never crossed an ocean before, it was nice to have that safety net of, do we have enough jerry cans? Are we okay on fuel? Is something going to go wrong with the boat? It was nice to have that little safety net of being able to pull in there and have a little we took about a month there. It was nice to have that break and to break it up.
But it's a neat place, but if you can't go, don't want to stop there, I wouldn't beat myself up over it. You see so much cool stuff across the whole Pacific.
Everywhere else, yeah.
I mean, you see a lot of sea lions there, but they're kind of aggravating once you see them for a little while. And the life is pretty, there's iguanas and some cool cactuses and the big turtles, but it's kind of highly regulated, and you feel like instead of everything being regulated for the animals. It's more just a money grab. It seems like they're just trying to get more money out of every little thing instead of just like doing it, you know,
For
to put back into
environmental.
the environment or into the animals. So
But yeah, in our situation, yes, I think it was worth it, us stopping there to break up the trip for kids, and just a safety net for me of having that stop on fuel and that kind of thing.
What I think is that if you're going to be at sea for 21 days, what's 7 more days?
But sometimes that's a place, that area of the doldrums is where boats can go and sit for weeks if you don't have any wind.
Yeah, there's
and
not
you
a
eat
lot
up
of
your
wind there,
provisions
so.
and you eat up your fuel if you want to get out of the doldrums. I mean, so it was nice. We didn't really have to worry about that. Like if we ate all our food, we could go and stop there, or if we didn't want to sit in the doldrums, we could motor, which is what we did. So
It worked out, but I wouldn't do it again. If we went around again, I would not stop there.
I might would.
I'd keep going. Been there, done that.
I
I'd
would
save my
plan.
$3,000 and spend it on something better.
Thank you for watching.